Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess who had everything she ever desired. She had a loving family, a comfortable life, and many suitors who wanted to marry her. But despite all of this, the princess was unhappy. She spent her days staring out of her window, longing for something she couldn't quite put her finger on. The princess's sadness puzzled her parents, the king and queen. They couldn't understand why their daughter was so gloomy when she had everything to be happy for. One day, the king decided to take matters into his own hands. He invited all the wise men and women in the kingdom to his palace to try and figure out why his daughter was so sad. When they failed to provide an answer, he made them an offer. The king promised to give them anything they wanted if they could make his daughter laugh. The wise people of the kingdom were very clever, but nothing they did could make the princess laugh. They tried telling jokes, riddles, and stories, but the princess just sat there with a blank expression on her face. Just when all hope seemed to be lost, a young man stepped forward. He wasn't a wise man or a jester, but he was a simpleton who worked in the palace as a gardener. The young man asked for a small flower pot and some soil. Then he planted a small seed in it and gave it to the princess. "Take care of this plant and water it every day," the young man told her, "and I promise you'll be happy." The princess took the pot and asked, "How will watering this stupid plant make me happy?" But she did as the gardener had instructed and watered it every day. To her surprise, the plant started growing. It grew into a beautiful tree that bore delicious fruits. Every time the princess ate one of those fruits, she felt a sense of calm and happiness wash over her. The princess realized that the secret to happiness wasn't about having everything she wanted, but about being grateful for what she had and finding joy in the little things in life. From that day on, the princess became the happiest person in the kingdom, not because she had everything she wanted, but because she was content with what she had. The young man who had helped her find happiness was rewarded with the title of Earl, and he and the princess lived happily ever after. The end. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess who had everything she ever desired. She had a loving family, a comfortable life, and many suitors who wanted to marry her. But despite all of this, the princess was unhappy.